Hey guys and gals, it's me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and I have a really quick update. The problem has been solved with the help of some friends. You see that? And if I push that back there, it doesn't work. What I found out, and I found this out from a couple of sources, the final one I found that was done on a video was with Mr. Pete 222 Tubal Cane, and he was showing on a larger lathe, but still a Atlas brand, which is basically what this is, made for Craftsman. This is to engage this pulley here. And what I had done mistakenly was let me get you over here and zero you in down here. This set screw here is only for oil. And the way I had looked at it in the diagram, I thought it was to anchor this to the shaft, but it's not. So by backing that out, it made the pulleys free. Of course, this is part of the shaft and attached to the pulleys, so that let me back you back out again here, so that when you engage these, then it actually slows down the speed of your chuck or faceplate I have on here at the moment. And because actually what it's doing, it's running the pulleys off of the speed of this gear instead of off the speed of this gear. When this is disconnected and you slide that pin back in, then it engages the pulley to this gear, and this one will make it run a lot faster. So that's the purpose of the back gear, is to give you another speed control. And it also will act, and Mr. Pete said that it will also act as a stop if you push that pin in. And so that's why it was acting like a stop, and I couldn't get it to move, and I didn't understand why. I thought it should all be moving. So, you know, doing a little homework with a little help from my friends, and yeah. So now I know that that's an oiler. It's not there to crank it down against. And as far as my play on my back gear, we're good to go. I'm not sure exactly what was going on. But one of the things I did, I swapped this, get this out of your way, I swapped this collar from the left side to the right, which is where it was supposed to be according to the diagram, but I couldn't get it to work the other side, on this side at first. So what I have done, I think I had showed you, you could see the casting in there. Back up a little bit. Well, it doesn't want to get that close in. The casting is really rough in there anyway. Maybe you could see it better on this side. See how coarse that casting is down there? There's no machine finish. And you see those nubbies and stuff back there? It was the same way on this side over here. So what I did was I took my little air-powered cutoff tool, and I actually shaved down in there and get rid of some of those nubbies so that this would run smoothly against there, because that was part of my problem. It was binding it up. So, yep. So there it is. It works now. Thanks to all who helped. There were several who offered suggestions, and several who pointed me in different directions to look for help. So I appreciate it very much. And you'll notice that you'll notice that I have moved my lathe. Instead of it being over here on this cabinet on the end, I decided to swap places and put it over here on my main workbench because a couple of different reasons. One is that this bench here has a stainless steel top to make it easy for cleanup, and I have it has a good backsplash on it back there. And with it being over on the other cabinet, the way my grinders and stuff are set up, especially my belt sander, it was throwing too much dirt over here. So the drill press won't throw really fine shavings on it. And if need be, I'm thinking about getting a little cover for it that I can throw over it when it's not being used. And that would be simple enough to do, just a, you know, a little blanket. I might even have one here in the shop, or a piece of tarp. Wouldn't have to be very big. And I was mentioning in the video about the rain coming down, that this little wrench was out there, and I had just painted it not too long ago, but now it's rain cured. But this is for up here. That thing is a, let me get it on there. It's a perfectly snug fit. That's the point I want to make. So that will work very well for that tool stop. And no, I haven't done any adjustments on these things yet. I do have another tool that I probably am going to make to go along with that one. In one of the lots of old tools that I had gotten a while ago, there was this thing here, and I have no idea what it was used for. But what I had thought was, if I took a square drive socket, and this happens to be 5/16, and if I welded that on there, I could weld that on there and finish that off, and that also would work up there. And you know, so I would have two options. So that's a nice snug fit on there too. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm getting ready to go in for lunch. Thanks for watching. Oh, another benefit of it being over here is I have a magnifying light that's already mounted over here. See that? So that'll give me extra added light, and if I need, you know, to look at something more closely over here that I'm doing work on, yep, needs a little cleanup. That, ooh, look at the dust coming out of there. Yeah, it does need some cleanup. Tighten that up a little bit more. The masking tape has been on there for so long, it's all dried and crusty. And that had been on there. I think somebody had put it on there to help hold the lens in. The lens doesn't stay up in there quite as nicely as it should. I need to do a little more work on it. Anyway, now I'm babbling for sure. So thanks again for all the help and suggestions and kind comments. Appreciate every one of them. And we're going to get this thing running here real quick. I was going to paint the motor today. But now with the rain, and the rain has stopped finally, but it's pretty humid now, so we'll hold off on the paint perhaps till tomorrow. Bye now.